The NBA world seems to be enamored by Sengun's raw talent and unique skill set.
Look at Alperen. Check by Sengun. Took it away. Comes the other way. Alperen!
But there are a few who are more skeptical as to how great Sengun can really become. Let's start with the man that everyone compares Sengun to, Nikola Jokic.
I think he's really talented. Maybe it's going to sound weird, but I think they need to play a little bit more through him, because sometimes they look a little bit more stagnant, like they freeze. The guy has the talent.
It seems like the Rockets finally listen to Jokic and what the rest of the NBA community has been saying about Sengun. He has become the focal point of the Rockets offense, and ever since that happened, not only are the Rockets thriving, but Sengun is having a career year accompanied with all-star buzz. Another player who seemed to have caught the Sengun hype train early was Anthony Edwards. When it comes to talent, Ant is brimming with it. Perhaps that's why he was able to recognize another budding star in Sengun. This is what Ant had to say about him.
All praise to, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but number 28, Sengun. He good, man. He good. Yeah.
You know you really made it when you start hearing your peers sing your praises. But it's one thing to get a pat on the back from someone, and it's another to have a legend like Kevin Durant call you his favorite young player to watch. For Sengun, it must have felt surreal to hear KD give him such high praise. But it just goes to show you that when you're grinding away, stars around the league notice. This is what KD had to say about Sengun.
When it confirmed it to him when he dunked on, he was dunking on a couple people.
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't know he could get up like that. He's nice. I like him. I think he's gonna be a good player. He's gonna be a nice player.
Sticking with high praises, Sengun has garnered a ton of comparisons to Jokic over the years. It's because both have this slow, plodding game mixed with extremely skilled paint scoring and high IQ playmaking. And these comparisons are not hyperboles either. Even superstars like Paul George can see the flashes of Jokic's game in Sengun, which only makes sense as Sengun's favorite player is Jokic. But this is what PG had to say about Sengun.
Alperen Sengun, beast. He's got shades of Marc Gasol, Pau Gasol, Jokic. He's got shades of the great bigs that can pass, that can shoot, that can play make. Super, super high IQ player. I love his game. The greatest part of his game, at that size, at that position, his playmaking.
Now, speaking of playmaking, Sengun's abilities have even impressed LeBron James. In fact, when LeBron started saying what Sengun is good at, he kept going and going and going because Sengun excels at so many different aspects of the game. This is what King James had to say.
How do you see Sengun's improvement in the league?
He's getting more comfortable every game. I think, they trust him. He's a really good piece. He can, obviously post very effectively. Has a great ball handling ability, can see the floor, great passing. He's a really good young piece.
However, some players believe we need to pump the brakes on the Jokic comparisons. Although Dirk Nowitzki acknowledged Sengun's greatness, he wasn't fully sold on the idea that Sengun was the next Jokic. And to be fair, it is rather difficult to live up to the Jokic comparison when you're just starting out in the league. But this is what the Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki had to say about Sengun.
Even trapping Sengun in the post, it's a problem. Yeah, he's tough down. He's tough down there. I hear Damaris called him Baby Jokic, and I'm not sure about all that, but he is definitely talented, and he can score down there, and his passing is incredible.
Now, Dirk might not be a believer, but there are plenty of current and former players on the Sengun bandwagon. This includes Kenyon Martin. In fact, Martin went another level and said that if you compare Sengun's third season with Jokic's third season, Sengun is clearly the better player. He said all that to hype up Sengun's potential down the road. Just take a listen to what Martin had to say.
They're already calling him Baby Joker. Do you think that nickname is warranted?
Yeah. If you look at where he is in year 3 compared to Nikola, I think he's ahead in his development and what he's doing for his team right now, I like him a lot. He passes the ball, he competes. He has a lot of Nicola in his game.
Now, those are some confident words from Martin, but it seems like there are plenty of players who echo the same sentiment. Heck, Pat Bev went as far as to name Sengun as one of the 5 players who will be the face of the NBA in the future. This is what Pat Bev had to say.
5 players who are going to be the new face of the league.
Some players that you can't put up there. Shea, Luka.
They've already gotten these all-NBA accolades.
But like Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey. I like Sengun.
A lot of love down in the goon pit.
No one's gonna like one last one. The kid from Detroit, Durant.
For a while, Sengun simply didn't have the team around him to succeed. But once the Rockets decided to hire a new coach and bring in vets, former players like JJ Redick were willing to pick Sengun as their breakout star. The reason was simple. With more structure, Sengun would have the opportunity to blossom. And Redick was bang on the money with his prediction. Just take a listen to what JJ had to say.
I think that's going to benefit Sengun. I really do. And I could see him having a Sabonis-type season. Do I think Houston's going to be a top 6 team in the West? No, I don't think that. But he's a guy that all of a sudden I think after year 3 will be a household name in the NBA.
The reputation boost the Rockets have gotten is largely thanks to Sengun. At one point, the Rockets were seen as an easy win on the schedule. But now, you need to dot your I's and cross your T's when you come to Houston. At least that's what Kevin Garnett believes. Just take a listen to KG praise the way that Sengun plays ball.
We got to go to James Harden restaurant.
No. I'm going to have them deliver it. I'm going to have Bum B send me some burgers. I'm over here. I'm locked in. I can't be in the dog fight the next night. No hookah. You see, what's the boy they got there from Turkey? What's his name? Sengun. Getting money. Fuck you mean, Sengun.
No hookah. No hookah.
No hookah.
Damn.
No.
Now, if that wasn't a sign of respect, then take a listen to what some of the coaches in the league have to say about Sengun. NBA coaches are more often locked into who is good and who isn't, because they are the ones drawing up plays and coming up with defensive schemes. So when the Wizards coach, Wes Unseld Jr., said that Sengun is one of the hardest players to guard, it really meant something. Just take a listen to what Coach Unseld had to say.
I think, as crazy as it sounds, probably Sengun. He's got unorthodox, you could call it awkwardly effective, not overly athletic, but he knows how to use angles, great use of shot fakes before and after. He's showing off his passing ability.
Now, it is safe to say that the general consensus of the league is that Sengun has all of the makings of a star. He has already established himself as one of the best young players in the league, and thanks to his unique skill set, he could very easily become an all-star, and who knows, maybe even an MVP someday.